All right, everyone. Second draft. So our first draft, we went mono blue basically, and steamrolled everyone except for red white. So we did splash some green for the technically the plot deck, but really it was the second spell deck. We use a lot of the good mono blue double spell cards. Someone passed us an ornery tumblewag. I don't know how you pass that up, but we got just some good powerhouses, and it worked out wonders. Mercenary aggro, though. So, this deck, it was just that the flyers, and then you can pump the flyers with mercenaries. This was the two defeats we had were both that deck. Impressive, honestly. So, anyways, just thought I should let you guys know if you're wondering what to see in this format. That's just what I've seen so far. I've played one draft. Shouldn't base all of it off of one draft. That being said, I am finding blue to be a very powerful archetype, which is funny, a very powerful color because it has multiple powerful archetypes. I do generally like control, but fact is you need a level of tempo. For anyone watching on stream, and should I take the time for a YouTube video, anyone who has any questions about why this card or that card, feel free to leave it in the comments. I will respond once I have the time to. I am interested in helping people get better at the game. This game is very complicated, and like I have a whole discussion about like floor versus ceiling, tempo versus card advantage, and just how to analyze cards that it just doesn't make sense to belch out in a stream, but if someone needs to know, it's worth talking them through. All right. 3 steps ahead. I mean, I just said that I love blue, so I'm thinking I'm going to look for the 3 steps ahead. So it's a cancel. If you have more mana, it's a cancel that cycles cards, so it's a cancel that replaces itself. Have even more mana, it's a cancel that gives you card advance, that gives you board presence with token. And then also it's a 4 mana duplicate. It's a 3 mana draw to discard, which is probably the worst version, but like still, like every version of 3 steps ahead except for 3 mana draw to discard is amazing. And and even draw to discard at instant speed is playable. So definitely playing 3 steps ahead. Repulse and take the fall are here. Harrier Strix is more likely being the card I see rotating around. Jolene Plundering Pugilist is a nice card for if you're in that deck archetype. But we know how powerful blue is. We got past the powerful blue card. I say stick with it. Okay, multiple rares. Okay. People could get multiple rares. So I'm going to say that my opponent just had a better rare. But I just want to say, this is a second 3 steps ahead, and there are 2 take the falls along the way. Along with our Eroded Canyon, 2 possible take the falls. I think we're ending up in the same deck of just like counter spells, apply tempo, win the game. We're so good. I'm going to try it twice, and like yeah, I like 3 steps ahead. I get why people don't, but okay, people, you don't need. This isn't a graveyard hate card. This is an ever-growing vehicle that can't be killed, that also commits crimes, that always makes your deck. Okay, well, whoever's to my right, I could trust will not... Okay, maybe... I'm not going to say I could trust they aren't going to make the correct decisions. Who knows, I could get blown out because I'm picking too many value cards and not enough quality win conditions, but I don't know. How do you pick past what was in there that you passed up a Licensed Hearse? It's the Prosperity card, so it couldn't be Contagion Engine. Like, it couldn't be Oko. It couldn't be the good Oko. Like, Crackle with Power, okay. This one you have to get to 8 mana. 5 mana, deal 5. 8 mana, deal 10 to their face, add their creature. Okay. So now I'm just trying to decide. I don't think these blue cards are worth splashing. So it's Crackle with Power, or it's Hollow Marauder. I think it's going to be Hollow Marauder. So this guy, I did some thought process. I think in Limited, I will pay 5 mana for this effect. 5 mana 4/2 that makes them discard a card, And then if they don't discard a big card, I draw a card. So that's a 3-for-1. If this trades, that's a 3-for-1. I would pay 5 mana for that happily. To play it for 5 mana, I need 2 creatures in my graveyard. I think you can put 2 creatures in my graveyard. So that's that. Alright, so here's the question. Forsaken Miner, I have already 4 crime enablers. Yeah. So I think, yeah, we are looking at blue-black crimes. We have 4 crime enablers, so I think Forsaken Miner looks a lot better. Essence Capture is a nice crime spell, but double blue early on is difficult, and I'd rather just pick some creatures. Right now, we have very few. Seize the Secret's nice. A lot of these cards are nice, but I think blue-black crimes, pretty strong control deck, and yeah. Rooftop Assassin or Seize the Secrets. So I will state this is the best this effect has always ever been. Just like 4 mana, Flash Flying Lifelink, that's the floor. That's a great floor. Ceiling, it kills something, it trades and kills something. That's a great ceiling. With Forsaken Miner to pull it out, like, that's fantastic. Seize the Secrets is card draw. We already have 2-3 steps aheads. And I think that the Rooftop Assassin is just going to be the easier, safer to play pick. Easier to play, safer to pick versus the other cards. Okay. So this is the safe pick. Because, yeah, I already have a Forsaken Mine. Yeah, I just pick lower. I just lower the curve, and that's good, better. This is the I win the game pick. And it's already in my colors. This, so I think to target a creature with this, they has to actually have been dealt damage. I can't just target an undamaged creature to commit a crime. But we are looking to commit crimes and win games. Target creature you control gains hexproof. I think I'd just rather have creatures. Oh, we might be splashing red. Hypothesizzle. Draw 2 cards. Instant speed. Then also, I could discard a non-land and commit a crime, dealing damage. Okay. Yep. We are crimes. Alright. Harrier Strix or Take the Fall. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Every single one of my creatures is a rogue so far. I mean, I like Harrier Strix, impressed me, but also Take the Fall is just insane. I should have considered that Desecrator a bit more. Either way, gosh, they're just giving me everything. Do I want the Eroded Canyon? I think I want the Eroded Canyon. It commits a crime. It's deals damage. Like, it commits a crime. It fixes my lands. I think the Eroded Canyon is better than the Take the Fall here. Oof. Did I Duelist repeatable? Failed 40. I think I want creatures. 2 mana, 1/3 is a great early creature. It has the ability to constantly commit crimes. Alright. Between these, I'll pick the Jailbreak Scheme. It might not make... I'm just going to sideboard it now because just... If we're given everything, why play the card that is just good enough? You know? Okay, hey, Tadpole, why not be green? Here's an option. Listen, the reason I'm not green is because obviously I have a path already, but what is this pack? 2 mythics, a rare, none of them playable for me, sure. But oh my gosh. I mean, we're picking the Blood Hunter. We're picking the Blood Hunter, and we're going to be happy about that. Because this is another... We are just Grixis Outlaws. They passed us the Marchesa, which, I mean, fair enough, 3 colors is difficult, but like, we are built to be the criminal deck, but like, Vaultborn Tyrant, Pelham the Kid, I'm telling everyone, hey, be green. The happy-go-lucky green decks exist. And I think that's the power of that. That at the very least, I'm telling everyone else, you can be green. All right. Longhorn Sharpshooter, Razzle Dazzler, Prickly Pear. All right. So I think it's between Sharpshooter and Double Down. Normally, I would just look at Double Down and be, ha, not going to play many Outlaws. I currently have 6 Outlaws. And we're not even halfway through the deck. Like, but yeah, I think literally just the loss of tempo of playing a 4-mana that spell is too much. I'm going to pick the Longhorn Sharpshooter. Hopefully wheel the Prickly Pear or the Razzle Dazzler and move on with my life. This is shaping up to be an amazing deck. Just all creatures that do cool effects, that love you committing crimes, and crimes. Alright. Town ain't big enough is a crime. I think we just picked Soured Springs. I think, like, we have in our sideboard another playable. We have another playable in our sideboard already. Town ain't big enough is not bad. Don't let me tell you otherwise. But, like, I don't have really many ETBs that I mean, maybe Longhorn Sharpshooter. No cheap ETBs, at least. And, like, we're going to go 3-color. I want the fixing. And we are being given the fixing. Take it. Our deck is 46 per... Yeah. Pretty solid, well-rounded, all of the colors. So, yeah, take the fixing. Take the fixing. Malcolm the Eyes. Cast a second spell, Investigate. I mean, okay, so if this wasn't limited, I'd say that's insane. This is limited. All right. Malcolm the Eyes. I think that's just pretty straightforward. 2-mana, 2/2 Flying Haste. That's it. That's all you need. Oh, hey, look, if you happen to cast 2 spells in a turn, it becomes card advantage. Eroded Canyon's good. Consuming Ashes is good. There's a lot of good cards, but like Malcolm the Eyes is just... It feels like a powerhouse plus a powerhouse. Like, and the way things have been going, I'm going to get that Eroded Canyon back around. Somehow. Greed's Gambit, not for limited. So the top card of your library until your next turn you may play that card. Reasonable. I think I want the Vault Buster. Heavy Robbery helps us loot. Vault Buster is just another creature for our deck. It's another rogue for everything. And when I commit crimes, it's a 3-mana 3/4 Vigilance. So I have like so many crimes right now. I have so many crimes. Yeah, and my curve is, yeah, 4/4/3. Yeah. Alright, Botanical Sanctum, cool. Very intuitive. I was going to say, oh, this is finally time for the Harrier Strix, and then Hypothesisal. Okay, so another kill spell. I have kill spell that replaces itself. Kill spell that replaces itself. 3/1 creature. Kill spell effectively. Turns every kill spell into replacing itself for 1 more mana. Kill spell. Good card. Card draw. Constant crime enabling for free that becomes a threat in the late game. Like, this deck, man. I mean, yeah, at knife point, turn all of my crimes. And here's the thing. Whenever I commit a crime, I can do this. I have 2 ways to consistently commit crimes during my opponent's turn. Plus, plenty of ways to do it during my turn. The end result is this is making an army. This is an army in a can. Like, everyone's picking green, white, and I will take advantage of it. This is a powerhouse. We already went through this. Spring Splasher is also a powerhouse, and we would pick that if it wasn't for the fact that I already have enough crime enablers. Alright. Rodeo Pyromancers or neutralize the guards. Target opponent controls. Okay. That is the deciding factor. I already have 10 creatures. I do need more 2-drops. Yeah, I have 4 2-drops. I still need more 2-drops. Funny enough. Detour, Sandstorm Verge. Razzle Dazzler, 2-drop. Heck. Hey! thanks for chilling, Focus. We just won with a mono blue deck, effectively. It had 2 green cards, and that was it. And now we were given Marchesa, just basically we're given everything we want. Oh, by the way, destroy target creature. If I play a card that draws me a card and discards a card, it's for 2 mana. They're giving me everything I want. Everything's a kill spell or a rogue that works well with kill spells. Should I discard their biggest threat or play a 1-drop? Which is... When you have the suffering of being given everything you want. Alright, let's just give it top end. Oh my god! You would splash red for this! And that's my 23rd card? Okay! 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 Well, I'm not worried. I am no... Alright, so now we're doing mana fixing whenever... Yep. 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 Okay. Suffering from success over here. Okay. Deep breath. We are on pack 3, pick 3, and I'm already needing to cut cards from my deck because I have too many playables. Do I pick Silver Deputy just in case I need mana fixing? I'm thinking about it. I mean, this is a menacing threat that also becomes mana fixing by sacrificing creatures. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm going to look back through this deck afterwards and just see where we went right. I think the 3 steps ahead might not be good enough for the deck. Oh, hey, look, a 2-drop that also turns into a powerhouse because if you commit crimes, which I think half my deck is crimes, and that includes lands. Oh my god. Okay. When you're in blue-black and you can't pick Siphon Insight because there's a better card. I mean, I think we picked the Soured Screeds just for dealing damage. How many legendary creatures do I have? Oh, that's not legendary. Okay, I have 1, 2. I think I'm picking the land, guys. 3 legendaries, 4 legendaries. I have 4 legendaries in this deck and a Tiny Bones. I'm sorry, I can't not pick the Tiny Bones. This is a constructed deck, people. This deck is constructed level. I'm picking the Dead-Eye Duelist because it's a 2-drop. I think that the 3 steps aheads aren't good enough. 8 rogues. Yeah, we'll sideboard a Commandeer, I think. See if we want to go that controlling. Oh my god. I think the Tiny Boat joins up might not have even been the correct pick. It might have genuinely been grab the land. How do I make cuts? How do you make cuts when the deck is this good? Oh, look, another land. I think I picked the Raven. Evermore. The land doesn't help with our fixing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Razzle Dazzler is bad in this deck. Ah, I accidentally grabbed that. Don't worry. I'm sure in these last few cards, they will give me the Raven anyways. And here's a board clear that I don't even think I'm playing. Here, now I can turn my mercenaries into their biggest threat. I don't know how... Alright, so I need to cut 2 cards from this. Might be the Rooftop. I think the Rooftop Assassin's just not going to be consistent enough. And Slickshot Buster, which puts us at 12 creatures, 12 non-creatures. Yeah, we're going to look through this. But... Oh my gosh. Enolith, Manual Place, thank you so much for just passing me... Oh, Bazooka Tuna. Legendary name for the legendary gift. Alright. I mean... Oh my. Alright. Type. Creature. So we might have to put in more creatures. So what gets cut? Seize the Secrets is not a kill spell. That gets cut. Binding Negotiation is not a kill spell, and it's only a 2. It's only a 1-for-1. Therefore, I think Binding Negotiation gets cut. All right. Unlicensed Hearse is basically a creature. This only blows up the board, so cut. Oh my gosh. All right. So I actually need to put more cards in. So I could use this, get more card advantage. Could use this, just a 3-4 very consistently. This is currently a 17 lands. I'm going to end up playing 16 lands. Yeah, we Con Crossfire versus Neutralize the Guards. Yeah, they agree that the 2 damage is far more important. I'm just going to count really quick. All the cards that aren't Outlaws in my deck. All the creatures that are not Outlaws in my deck. 1. The only card in my deck that is not Outlaw is Terror of the Peaks, everyone. The only card in my deck that's not Outlaw. Alright. So, yeah, just look at 3.0, 3.5, 3.0. Tiny Bones isn't... Okay. They're saying that that's not good enough, so I might have just had to choose the land. Yeah, it's saying Tiny Bones and Unlicensed Hearse are bad at 1s and 2s, but otherwise, 4.0, 3.0, 3.0, 4.0, 4.0, 4.0, 4.0, 4.0. So, like, in case you're wondering, 4.0, this is a 3.0. Everything's like 4.0, basically. Oh, 5 for Terror of the Peaks. Best of the best. If your opponent can't kill Terror, the game just ends. Sounds about right. Alright, so it's saying Terminal Agony, Unlicensed Hearse, and Tiny Bones are my weakest cards. I can accept Tiny Bones, but what does it say would be my replacement? Binding Negotiation. Take the Fall. Right. So, yeah, I'm just kind of like thinking through it. Definitely see Take the Fall going in. And I do want another creature, so... Question is Rooftop Assassin or Vault Buster? I think it's the Assassin. Yeah. I know it says Tiny Bones is bad. And probably is. But turns this... It immediately triggers Marchesa. It immediately triggers Vladimir. It immediately triggers Karvek. Like... Yeah. And then we just put in these guys. Do I want my Arid Archway? I think I'm mana intensive enough that I don't. Let's see. 38, 42, 46. Let's see. A lot of red and black in the early game, with some late... All the blue cards are able to be played in the late game very safely. That is, I think, how I'm going to do it. So 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, perfect. 5, 6, and 7, 38, 42, 46. Perfect. Yeah, I think this is going to be my deck for now. I know it says Tiny Bones is a 1.0 card and Terminal Agony is a 1.5. But like, yeah, is this a bad spell? I mean, let's see, 3 steps ahead. If I'm playing 3 6 ahead and discarding this, I'm killing them. Like, these are all my discard cards are already killing them. So maybe Terminal Agony is the worst card in my deck right now. If that's the case, I do want more creatures, and I think the Boneyard Desecrator or the... Oh, yeah, replace the Terminal Agony with a Heartless Pillage. I think ripping out the cards from their hand is much better. Okay, so yeah. I actually got some help from the little untap.gg. It has a little ranking system. But I'm sticking with Tiny Bones. I do not care. I do not care. Alright. And yeah, if we can get Terror of the Peaks, we win the game. There is now 13 creatures and 11 non-creatures. And of those non-creatures, 1, 2... Let's see. So I only have 2 straight kills. Oh, 3. I have 3 straight kill spells and then 4 card advantage engines. Like, I feel pretty solid with this deck. I can't believe so many cards were given to me. What? It was criminal. It was criminal. This draft was criminal. Well, I have a title. This is making it into YouTube no matter what. All right. Keep 7. I can Deadeye Duelist. The next turn, Malcolm take the fall. Didn't realize I'm going first. All right. I think I actually Malcolm first because it has haste, and I can Deadeye Duelist. Oh, they have Steer Clear. Oof. Ran straight into that one. All right. Well, I'm still Deadeye Duelist, and then I hold up I get to play Unlicensed Hearse, and hold up to take the fall, and be able to either commit crimes or just make it bigger by exiling my own graveyard. The take the fall does not need to be in there. Do anything of significance. Holy cow, will we get caught in the crossfire? So that's perfectly fine. Alright. Unlicensed Hearse. I'm just going to leave that up. No reason to attack. I get to block the Holy Cow. If they do anything tricksy, I can take the fall it. Alright. Perfectly fine. Get 1 damage. Target opponent. I'm going to eat their Steer Clear. Problem is, I do kind of want my graveyard for some of the cards in my hand. Alright. This is instant speed? Cool. I am going to con the cross, take the fall, the Vengeful Townsfolk, and block, and then use con the Crossfire, kill them both. I'm going to just do this now, try to make sure I don't run into a trick, is basically what I'm doing. And I can Rooftop Assassin, or I can Holy Cow, depending on what they do here. They have nothing in their graveyard, so... let that be. And yeah. I think I happily Each non-outlaw creature. Yep. Gonna each non-outlaw creature. There we are. Shoot them for 1. And eat nom 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 on their graveyard. I'm gonna only eat 1 because I want to be able to mess with them in a few ways. And I'm just gonna pass the turn. If they attack with Shepherd of the Clouds, I will block, I will shoot them, and then I will Rooftop Assassin. It was like such a simple play. And then really quick, let's kill their Shepherd of the Clouds. Do you have a way to give it indestructible? There is a card in this set that gives it indestructible. If you have that, you save your Shepherd of the Clouds. Otherwise, I'd like to eat it with my hearse. I'm gonna eat Getaway Glamour. Exile target creature. Ooh, hold up. So I could make sure... So I'm going to eat the cards in their graveyard right now. So it's a 3/3. So this is 3. And then I'm going to crew it so that now there is a creature of greater power in play. And it will come back into play. And we will punish them for it anyways. Alright. It's of the next end step. So if I attack, they're going to swing back with a 4/3 Flying Vigilance. I don't think I care? Question mark? Yeah, I think the life link means that I win this trade as long as we keep going. Okay. And then, yeah, if I just exile my 2 spells, this is put a black card from your graveyard and copy it. Cool. So I can exile my 2 spells and get myself a larger hearse. All right. We are both at 1 card, but we have the powerhouse deck. I am not worried about my future. They don't even attack with the flyer. 5/5. All right. Triggers only once each turn. So this is why we saved some cards in their graveyard. So there is 1 card still in their graveyard. So I'm going to Blood Hunter. I'm going to tap Unlicensed Hurts. I think. I could tap Outlaw Medic. Okay, I like that better. I think I'm going to tap Deadeye Duelist. That will allow them to attack with the Shepherd of Clouds. I'm not sure that's a problem. Otherwise, yeah, if I tap this down... I think this is better just to make sure. Yeah, so this way they can't attack with the Shepherd of the Clouds. And then on their turn, I will Deadeye Duelist shoot them, and now it's a 3/3. And we're just going to keep getting bigger. So this is the threat that I was worried about. We're going to turn that into a big, old body. And I'm willing to take the sacrifice. Get that out of play. And shoot you for 1. Get myself a 3/3. And then it's going to become a 4/4 as I play Unlicensed Hearse. And then that Rooftop Assassin can be replayed with Karvik the Punisher. Alright. Do I wait on this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, the double black is costly, but I think this is fine. They are at 2 cards left. I'm thinking I just crew an attack. They have not enough to block it. Committing a crime I'd rather save for later. They can... Okay, so I'm going to tap this one because they can... What's the card called? There is a card that allows them to trade a... Sorry. It allows them to turn a tapped creature, kill it. Yeah, 2 mana, Ariat's Lullaby. Destroy target tapped creature, gain 2 life. I don't want them to kill Karvek. If they kill Blood Hustler, I can bring it back with Karvek. Unfortunate. Fortunately, Karvek costing double black was too much. Alright. Well, they have their mercenaries. Blood Hustler, I think, is now going to do the job it needs to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I draw a land, that's good for me. If I don't draw a land, that's better for me. So yeah, we're going to have Vadmir New Blood. I'm going to activate. Target player loses 1 life and I gain 1 life. Do I want to attack with... I think I just attack with a 4/4, save the 6/6. And then, yeah, I can tap Unlicensed Hearse, eat their graveyard, turn it into an 8/8, prime again. It's almost like Unlicensed Hearse should have been picked, being picked 3 was pretty insane. You know, 6/6, that's only getting bigger, that's making other things bigger. Just, I don't know how they gave me as many cards as they did. I don't understand it. I can play a slow, dirtily Death Dealer deck. But yeah, definitely the mana fixing was the issue, but I think it's a little too late to be switching over. And I don't need to switch over. We definitely went deeper to the late game than I hoped, but also just there's so many tools. This is like Brawl standard. This is a Brawl constructed deck. Just with my commander shuffled into my library. Alright. Tiny Bones, Unlicensed Hearse it. And... Alright. I think I play the Eroded Canyon first, though. Let them play some cards so that they don't know what they want to discard. Yeah, I mean, I'm keeping this hand. The question is just, when do I play Eroded Canyon? So I have a 1-drop, a 2-drop, but then I don't have a second 2-drop. So I think, yeah, I'm just go to Tiny Bones, and then I'm going to have the 3-drop held open. Yeah, I'm going to Eroded Canyon next. I think I Eroded Canyon on turn 2. Alright. Tiny Bones, do your job. That's okay. That's really all I needed. Okay, now that I have that, do I play Unlicensed Hearse? I think so. And then I can I can Heartless Pillage. No, okay. I'm gonna play this, shoot them for 1, and next turn I could either play 3 steps ahead, hold up 3 steps ahead, do a lot of other things. I can hold up Caught in the Crossfire. I think hold up 3 steps ahead is more powerful. They are running low on cards already, so you know, killing that isn't that bad. I'm gonna just hold up 3 steps ahead. Because the main way I lose right now is they play a really powerful card. They already have 2 deserts. This is going to be a 3/4 that draws them more. We're going to counter that. It's not the best counter spell, but it's a good enough counter spell. Stable Master is tapped. When I plot Sharpshooter, I can shoot it down. And then I think the game starts going into my favor pretty heavily. If they manage to go land 1-drop here... Alright, so if they don't bounce it... They bounce it... Alright, nope. Alright. Well, I don't even think that's worth catching the Crossfire. It's just a 1/1. I'd rather just plot this and shoot the Intrepid Stable Master. Next turn, I can Unlicense Hearse, start eating their graveyard. That's a beautiful card to catch the Crossfire. Alright. Yeah, I can Longhorn Sharpshooter, Forsaken Miner, and hold up the Caught in the Crossfire for non-Outlaws. Perfect. Outlaw, Outlaw. Sweet! Opponent won't know what hit him. Just keep playing more cards that have 3 power. Alright. I'm just going to fire this off. Non-outlaw creature. There we are. One-sided. Oh, that feeds an outlaw. Got it. Good to know. Well, let's get rid of their hand and make a treasure while we're at it. You attack this turn. Alright, cool. And then we Unlicense Hearse, and we are now holding up plenty of crime. Criminal afoot. Ooh. Alright, top deck the card that could get them back to the game. Fair enough. Fair enough. Wow. And the whole reason I discarded their hand was so that I could make sure to do something like this. Oh my gosh. That's slightly angering. So I'm going to actually exile 2 cards during their turn to make sure that this Hustler keeps getting bigger. Alright. Now if they attack with Seraphic Seed, I could block the Longhorn. They try to do a trick, I take the Fallet. Let's take the fall. If they don't do a trick, I Blood Hustle using the treasure token. Okay, cool. Perfect. They have no cards in hand. I will happily make that thing take the fall. 3/3. Double block. Sweet. Alright. Swamp, that's perfect. Now I can Vadmir. Ooh, my god, right, it's a legendary. So I don't even need to trigger Blood Hunter. Alright. No reason to attack. Yet. But now I have a Blood Hunter trigger, I have an Unlicensed Hearse trigger. They do... my opponent has some good cards. No denying that. But if they attack with their Seraphic Steed, I chew it up and spit it out. I'm slowly chewing away and slowly making a bigger and bigger body. And yes, I am going to eat 2 from their graveyard because I have enough ways to make crime. I don't need the others. All right. For each of those opponents who didn't discard a card with mana. All right. So they don't have cards in their hand. They're not going to have cards in their hand. So I'm just going to play this as a 4-2. They may not have cards in their hand, and they may not get cards in their hand, but I could not use my treasure just yet. Then I could 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay. Now I'm going to just play it. This is the highest cost card in my deck. It still commits a crime. It's almost like my deck has the greater top end. Oh, I just realized Bristly Bill does have a top end. Alright. Next crime. This theme will have Menace and Lifelink. And I will have an 8/8 hearse that I can crew with the miner. They really should never attack with that steed. That, I do not see any play where this ends well for them. Yeah, I was going to say, I block with Vadmir. I trigger the Unlicensed Hearse. Vadmir gains lifelink too. It's funny. They top deck that after I wrecked their hand. And still. Yep. Nah. I've been drawn to Marchesa. Doesn't matter, there's that many threats. Drawn a License Hearse both games. Showed itself as more than good enough. Just like the ability to just tap this card, commit a crime, and keep making a bigger creature. Like that's a lot. It's a lot. And yeah, just my deck has enough ways to put cards in my opponent's graveyard that I don't really have to worry about it. Alright, Scolded Springs, into Unlicensed Hearse, into a Heartless Pillage. Not the best hand, but I don't want to go down cards right now. Definitely think this is a hand where you could have considered a mulligan, but like if I draw a red source, Malcolm goes online. Unlicensed Hearse is going to start doing work. Because it doesn't do work this turn, but I can just Heartless Pillage next turn even without a creature. Yeah, 3 mana, make them discard 2 cards. Ooh. Yep. Let's reduce their options. That is definitely my next goal. Yeah. Not the best Heartless Pillage, but it's a pillage. And then I have the Unlicensed Hearse to help me get other stuff. Probably going to end up just playing Take the Fall to cycle itself. Wow. One last job. Alright, luckily they don't have tempo yet. Okay, let me rephrase that. They don't have... Okay, you know what? I'm just going to stop talking for a little bit. I need to make this big enough so that if I draw a card to block, I can. Alright. Play that. End the turn. And I have a Rooftop Assassin. I could then use it to crew the Unlicensed Hearse, block the Outlaw-matic, tap, and... Yep. Okay. I'm gonna eat the 1/1, I think. I think the life link is important enough that just eating this 1/1 is valuable. And then I'm gonna turn this to a 3/3. No reason waiting. Alright. Another gnome. They're doing good with all this card advantage stuff. Next turn, if I don't draw a land, I can take the fall. Oh, God, Caustic Bronco. Yeah, this is game out. My opponent had a very good tempo-y start, and I did not. That is the beginning, that is the end of the whole discussion. Yep, like, even though I made them discard 2 cards, it was 2 cards they chose to discard. And that alone. Well, 2 turns too late, I'd say. I can wait for them to saddle. Then I can Hypothesizzle. Eat the Caustic Bronco. Yeah, I think I just die pretty darn soon. I have to Hypothesizzle just to keep myself around, basically. I feel like my opponent's just drawing engine after engine, and I'm on the back foot at all times. Okay. They're going to Caustic Bronco for life loss. I think I let them do so. Play Hypothesizzle to kill other threats. That's the only one you're attacking with? You're not just full swing? Wow. Opponent is nuts. Okay. There we are. Honestly, you should attack with everything. Alright. Hypothesizzle. At this point, I think the Malcolm is the weakest card. We kill the 3/2, I believe. And I think we just eat the Outlaw Medic. I did that wrong, but it's okay. I should have killed the Wanted Griffin, but... it's fine. If they have Desert Boo and they're using on my Unlicensed Hearse, I think that's fine. I want to make my Unlicensed Hearse a threat they can't just chew through. Alright. 3 steps ahead is create a token, draw 2, discard 1. So I can make a token of Rooftop Assassin post blocks. Or I can Hypothesizzle and be screwed. I could Deadeye Duelist. I think we're leveraging Take the Fall. But yeah, just lots of really good cards really early on. And I got mana screwed a bit. Should have probably considered that I might have to just play Deadeye Duelist 100% of the time. If they crew the Caustic Bronco, I just kill it. Or are they crewing it with? Okay. I just have to kill the Caustic Bronco, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, I think I still have to kill the Caustic Bronco, unfortunately. Then I'm gonna block the Wanted Griffin. And spree up a kill spell. A board clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will be at 2 health. Caught in the crossfire. They have no mercenaries. Alright. I'm in a bad spot, but I have a way out, I think. Oh, these are mercenaries. Whew. On the crossfire. And... Okay, so I wait till next turn. I con the crossfire. I take the fall. The game's still over. Yep. Unfortunately, I just got mana screwed. Yep. Okay. Good game. Unfortunate. I think that was just the mana screw. I think that was all that was. And honestly, I held in pretty well. There was that turn I should have just played the thing to duplicate the assassin just to make another lifelink blocker. Looted 2 cards that could actually respond to the situation. Prayed that the Cossack Bronco just drew a land. Yep. Alright. Opponent goes first. I have Blood Hustler. I am close to a Heartless Pillage and a Cotton Crossfire. And I'm close to an at knife point, like I am. A few lands from setup. Alright. But I am drawing all my black sources. I know I have more red than black. Alright. Unfortunate. At knife point. This is a 2-3? Jeez, I did not know that was a 2-3. Are they going to bounce it? Okay, they probably should have attacked first, then. Rogue. Well, they're all... I think, yeah, I just Heartless Pillage and knock out their cards. Keep them from tempoing out too hard. They're at 3 lands. Can't ride down. Next is a... Oof. That would have, yeah, closed the game out very quick. Blocks. There we are. Do I con the crossfire first? I think so. I am going to just hold up, spree a cotton crossfire after blocking, and then rebuild afterwards. Jeez. There we are. All right. I think I take 5 this time. And then I play a Forsaken Miner. Kill that. Make a Mercenary. I just realized I could have killed this with the at knife point. Just trample. Yeah, at this point, I just make sure I have an engine online. They now get to kill the terror, but I now have an engine, and I think I win from this point. Yep. More mercenaries. And the churn, leave up some lands so I can deal with other threats. Lots of insatiable Wolverine. Shoots them for one. Alright. I'm just going to shoot them for one because I can crew the hearse. Alright, we're back in the game. So, yes, trading the Terror of the Peaks was actually the correct play, despite everything. We're keeping this because I think we have some card draw cards. Or, yeah, we definitely have one loot, but it's blue. Alright. And this is why we want to keep the hearse. Alright. So what we're basically discarding is there is a card that can bring back creatures that cost 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. So I'm making sure that is not a possibility they get to save up for. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. All right. I'm gonna exile the wanted driven and I think I just exile those two. These things have at first strike because it's my turn. And that should be game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then they jump. Yep. And then I'm still bringing them very low on health. Holding up a sharpshooter shot. Which will get me another mercenary. Oh, man. Good game. Wow. Wow. That was a way for it to go. All right. So I had to just kill them that turn. I had to just math out if I could kill them, which I don't think I could have. So... Alright, Forsaken Miner, Deadeye Duelist, that's already an amazing combo. Nimble Breakin' right behind it. This is a hand. This is a hand worth keeping. Alright, well, here's the theme. We need to not get Electro Dominance out of the game, effectively. Alright, so I will state, last game, I did make a mistake. I, use the Terror of the Peaks. I forgot that shooting the 5/4 would have committed a crime, which would allow me to commit another crime, which would allow me Alright, no reason to attack into a lifelinker. Grossification, turn that into a 3/3. Ooh, that's really good for them. They now have a 3/3 lifelinker basically every turn until I can deal with it. Oof. Yeah, Outlaw Medic Defrostification is actually a pretty good curve. Next turn, I can hold up Deadeye Duelist, Rooftop Assassin as the kill. And I think I have to against the Outlaw Medic. Just the 3/3 each turn is going to, like, it's already, they're at 24 to my 14. Alright. What you gonna play? I have a feeling it's a card draw card, or the 4/4 that comes into play tapped when flashed. Like, I'm not really scared of what I'm gonna see. Don't need to commit a crime because I can already draw a card. Sure. I have a Rooftop Assassin. Alright. I guess I'm going to take the fall on their turn, so, oh. Well, I forgot that it loses its abilities and messed up there, but I think it's okay. Another Outlaw Medic. Alright. I think I just need to take the fall now, just to stop the constant pressure. Alright. I can attack, or they will block, and actually, yeah, do this. If they block, I get Longhorn Sharpshooter. They don't block, I Heartless Pillage. I can Heartless Pillage and just play the Longhorn Sharpshooter. I honestly think removing the cards in their hand is very much worthwhile. And, I probably should have just discarded so I could draw a card off from Nimble Brigand 100%. And they had a Lasso Battle. Okay, so yeah. This is one of those, hey, they were on curve, what could I do? Alright. Well, there goes my Deadeye. They're still at 20 health. Alright. I think that 3 steps ahead is going to be my way back into this game. 1, 2, 3 for a copy, 1 to draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have to hold up the Rooftop Assassin and the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if they play a spell, I could counter it and then still make a copy, but that's all my mana. Otherwise, I block with the 1, 3. Then I Rooftop Assassin afterwards. I then can make a second Rooftop Assassin with 3 steps ahead while countering a spell. Definitely attacking with Forsaken Miner, but I think I have to leave the Nimble Brigand up. I have enough card advantage. I need to not die. Um, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I need that treasure for the counterspell plus token. I think this is still my best play. And I think having a blocker for the Outlaw Medic is best. Now, I have signaled to them that I have something. I'm not sure if they figured out it's Rooftop Assassin, but I've signaled I have something. I have Counterspell if they play a really big threat. Frostfication has done a lot of work. Frostfication does Outlaw Medic, just draw 2. I forgot the Outlaw Medics are also card advantage for them. Man, these Outlaw Medics have just kept them well within this game. It's all the cards I'm getting, this game would be over if not for Outlaw Medics. I think I attack with both. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I could 1, 2, 3, and then no. This is going to give them a card. I know that, but I need to get these Outlaw medics off the field. All right. Now we just have to hope that whatever awesome card they draw, they don't want to play it this turn. And then I can counterspell plus card draw next turn. Or they play it, they spend all their mana on it, I 3 steps ahead counter it. Visage Bandit. Okay. Perfectly fine by me. I will block. Eat the Mercenary. Gain some life. Hold up 3 steps ahead. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I have enough to 3 steps ahead for everything. I'd rather keep the land in my hand. Alright. The game has turned around at 26 versus 11. I'm going to let that through, and I'm going to hypothesis it. Knew it. This is not a game where Con the Crossfire is going to matter. Congratulations, you have a 2-2. Alright, you have a 3-3 with can't be blocked. Alright, but I have a Nibble Brickhand and a... and they have haste. Alright, well, I'm going to draw my way out of this, hopefully. I do have plenty of kill spells in my deck. Alright, let's start by attacking. This guy can't block, and that guy draws me cards, which is how I'm getting out of this. Alright. If I play Malcolm the Eyes, I no longer have Counterspell up. I don't think Counterspell's the issue right now. Lots and lots of lands. So as long as they don't draw a powerhouse that's winning them the game this turn, alright, cool. That thing has Trample and Menace, so I can't stop it, but... Alright. Again, there's cards that bring those back. Can't stop that, but if I can just get some card advantage. Alright. So if I play this... Exile 2 cards from the graveyard. This can attack safely. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just play the Skyward Screens. Alright. So our hope is basically counterspell. Use 3 steps ahead to duplicate the Nibble Brigand and just block. Really? You're going to upgrade the 1/4? Alright. 3 steps ahead. 1, 2, 3. Alright, in that case, I think I could do both of these. Alright, target artifact or creature you control. I'm gonna target the Nibble Brigand, I think. And yeah, get another 1/3. This thing doesn't have trample. This thing does. All right, red-white tempo has been the bane of my existence all day today. There is no way this deck only got 2 wins. What? All right, so what went wrong? So one, mana base. We're gonna just admit mana base was a problem. Probably what color do I rip out? So Marchesa, didn't matter, never drew it. Terror of the Peaks nearly won me the game. I played it wrong. Hypothesis, great. Probably too expensive. Hollow Marauder, too expensive, but that was just... Tiny Bones was actually good in the game it was played. Malcolm, good enough. Like, I feel like every card in this was good, and it just didn't come together. That was it. Knife Point was amazing. Unlicensed Hursted was amazing. Calm the Crossfire was amazing. Heartless Pillage did good enough. I don't know if Heartless Pillage, take out the Heartless Pillage would have made a difference, but maybe I needed the Boneyard for another creature. Like, that was... How did I only get 2 wins? Yeah, no, that was a I got robbed. This crime deck got robbed. I think that's the proper theme. There were a lot of times where I just needed to hold up mana. I think the 3 steps ahead were the mistake. I think these should have been pulled out. And then we could have grabbed just another Slick Shot as a creature, another Daring as a creature, Dazzler as a creature, 15 to 9 instead of 13 to 11. I think that was the correct route. Wow. I cannot believe I did that poorly. I cannot believe that deck did that poorly. What? I was laughing at how insane the cards I was getting was. Tiny Bones, by the way, is awesome. But, like, oh my gosh. Nice, Roxanne. All right.